Hey YouTube, it is me, Ashley. So what I'm going to show you in the video today is how to make homemade baby food. So, maybe you have a little one and you're wondering, hey, how do I do this? That is what we're going to cover today. Stay tuned. Okay, so I'm going to show you two recipes that I absolutely love. One of them my daughter loves. I call it Baillie Delight jokingly. And then the other one is peas and carrots and spinach. So I will go over the steps for both of those. At the high level, basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your raw produce and peel everything. There's kind of it's a bit of a double-edged sword on the peeling, okay? Because on one hand, if there were any pesticides used or any chemicals on the fruit, you get quite a bit of it off by peeling. But as you know, the peel does contain some nutrients, okay? The other piece about the peel is that when you're blending it down, it's harder to get a really nice smooth puree if you leave the peel on. So what I'd recommend doing, I've experimented with both of these. You can just try it, leave the peel on, cook everything down, make sure it's nice and soft, blend it however you'd like. Right now, my daughter's at a stage where she is eating very smooth purees. But what you can do is when you're blending, if you have an older child, you can puree it less. So you can leave it kind of chunky, and you can kind of like leave more or less chunks depending on how old your little one is, how many teeth they have, you can kind of gauge it yourself, okay? So on with the video. So all right, I've been making Baillie food for a while now, and I'm going to show you a recipe I'm going to make here. I call it Baillie Delight. So what it is it's pears, peaches, and bananas. And so I'm going to kind of get started with the process and show you how to make a really delicious and nutritious baby food. So step one is you want to take all the labels off of all the fruit, rinse them all off. You want to rinse off all of the fruits. You want to be on the video too? Huh, Baillie? Baillie. Hi, you want to be on the video? Alright, so what you want to do is you want to take the fruit and you want to rinse them and peel them. Step one, rinse and peel. So our fruit is pitted and peeled. What I do is I put it into a pot. What I have found is that peaches and pears have quite a bit of water in them already, so I just really put a splash of water down at the bottom and bring it up to a boil and then kind of let it sit and get really soft. And then what I do with the bananas is I just peel the bananas and I put them in raw. So I'm going to boil this now and I will see you when it's done. Well, this is the finished product. This is peach, pears, and bananas. It is delicious. I did add a little bit of cinnamon to it. Baillie absolutely loves it. There's no preservatives in this. Organic fruit, all homemade. You got all the fiber. Okay, so with that I was able to make 8 4-ounce jars that I'm going to freeze down. I have a container that I put in the fridge for later use. Yeah, you like the light. And then I also gave her a snack, so tons of servings. Usually one of these she could get like maybe 2 servings out of, so you can pull them out of the freezer, thaw them down, warm them up. So today I'm going to make Baillie a little vegetable mix. So what I usually do is I just use some frozen veggies. I'm going to do peas and carrots and spinach today. So I will show you how that is done. So I just use, frozen chopped spinach, frozen peas and carrots, put them into the pot. I'm a little bit conservative on the amount of water because, all of your minerals and nutrients and all that stuff are going to be in the water, right? So if you have to pour it off because it's too thin, then you've kind of lost some of the nutrients. So a little bit conservative on the water. Put them in the pot, boil them for I think the instructions on these for doneness say cook on high for 5 to 6 minutes. So we'll do something like that, 5 to 6 minutes until it's nice and soft. Okay, So here we are. This is like after 8 minutes. You can see there's very little water in there. And I'm going to turn it off and let some of that kind of residual heat kind of continue to like kind of cook through and soften it. What I found with the peas is they need a little bit more time to become really nice and soft, so you can puree them down really nice, because you know they have like that like skin on the outside. Sort of at this stage it's harder for her to eat those, but soon it won't matter too much. So what we ended up with, this is the peas, carrots, and spinach. So I have a couple of these containers that I'm going to freeze down. I put a little bit in the fridge for later today. And it's pretty tasty. I mean, I think the texture is really good. The flavors are good. I didn't add any spices, but I think you definitely could. Like maybe like some garlic or onion or something like that. Okay, so you saw what I made there. I will tell you that I just use like regular mason jars. I just bought those at like Target. I can leave a link down below at Target where you can pick those up, or perhaps over on Amazon. So they're like these little smaller 4-ounce jars. I think you could probably do, you know, I think you've seen the bigger ones. They're like 8-ounce jars. It sort of depends on how much food you want to put aside. The other thing that I found to be really helpful are the little labels that I have. So that way you can label everything and you know what it is. You might be wondering, you know, does it save money? Well, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't really know, because I've never purchased pre-made food, like, you know, whatever, you know, like a Gerber or whatever. So I don't actually know. I imagine probably not, just to be honest with you, because, you know, of course, you know, when you're just an average everyday person, I mean, you go and you buy all of your fruits and vegetables at retail, and of course you take your time to make it. So I hope you enjoyed the video and you feel brave enough to make your baby some food. Pretty much all the tips that I supplied in this video about making a fruit puree or a veggie puree would apply really to anything. So you could do chicken. I've recently done like a really nice like spaghetti pasta sauce. And you know, I think it just kind of spans the gamut. I don't think there's anything that you couldn't do. Like I've done eggs in a blender. I'm trying to think if there's anything that I wouldn't put in there. You know, no, I can't really think of anything. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I will leave an email address. You can also just leave a comment down below, and I will see you again soon, YouTube.